Hey everybody, it's me, Mitch Downs 11 here, and I'm back with another Princess Evangile episode for you guys today. And today is episode 9. So let's get right into this.
ムーンストーン プリンセスエヴァンジール
You want to start off first?
ロードするの
Fine.
ロード
If it'll load for me. It's not even loading at all. Oh!
You want me to read?
It's not even loading for me, dude.
I know, but it can always be fixed, so that's why I was waiting. Okay. I hadn't actually done a lot, but I still felt more tired than usual. Maybe due to all the anxiety. Just tell me when it's fixed. Until then, I'm just gonna keep reading, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
The bus ride was bumpy and rather warm, which was comforting, but it also made me sleepy. Chiho, perhaps feeling the same way, rested her head against the window and didn't say much. The cat returns the favor. I guess that's how the saying goes. I stroked the lottery ticket in my pocket. I had wiped it clean with a tissue and then folded it up neatly. I'd cash it first thing in the morning, then call the goons and pay them back. It was a little galling, but I didn't want to have to worry about money anymore. Look, to ward off sleep, I decided to talk a little bit. I'm the same way you were. After I moved, I didn't even try to make any friends. What? Chio turned back to me, a little surprised. Those gangsters showed up there too. That's why we moved, that's why we moved back to Surugigaoka. Man, I need to change the name. So when I first heard about the lottery ticket, the lottery, I was really happy, and not just about the money. I was also thinking, with this, I can make 100 friends, you know? Messiah, I'm sorry. Huh? About what? For slapping you? Chio turned a little in her seat to face me and gently touched my cheek. We had always been close, but having her touch me this way caused me to stiffen reflexively. Chio's eyes were glossy with tears, and I found my own gaze locked on hers. Chiho, what's wrong? Are you crying? I'm not crying, I'm just... What? Her cool fingertips continued to stroke my cheek. It's just... When you said that, it just made me a little sad, and... I'm okay now. I mean, I averted my eyes self-consciously. I mean, getting to see you again was... It really did hurt, though. In order to shake off my self-consciousness, I rolled my eyes in an exaggerated manner. That was less of a slap and more of a punch. I didn't think girls could hit that hard. Look, I'm sorry. She blushed crimson to her ears, then quickly turned her face away. In that moment, she really was cute. But at the same time, I really was mad at you. I know. I don't think you're the kind of girl to hit a guy with a boomerang hook for no reason. Of course not. By the way, you always hid your face when I'd stop up by your class. Was that also because you were mad? Yeah, I guess so. Every time I saw your face, I just felt all the blood rush to my head, so. Whatever she wanted to talk about a year ago really must have been important for her to have gotten that mad at me. But I didn't try to ask her again. That was then. This is now. It was sad, but it was the truth. Before you get mad, could you at least take a minute to be happy to see me? Shut up. Ow, ow, ow. The fingers that were previously gentle against my cheek were now pinching it hard. It, it's not that I'm not happy about it. Ah, right. What was this sudden pounding in my chest? Was the bus a little overheated? As I searched inside my heart, the bus pulled into the stop in front of Vincennes Private Girls Academy. Ah, thank goodness. It's not quite 9 o'clock. Through some secret means, Rise-san was able to control the gate. The gate opened and we quickly slipped in. Whew, goodness. Vincennes really is hard to deal with. I never expected anything like this when I enrolled. I know what you mean. I think my experiences here at Vincennes had a pretty big influence on why I didn't believe you at first. I know that's no excuse. No, I thought that was the case. We've known each other for so long. I definitely understand. I didn't particularly want to come to Vincennes, actually. Do you not like going to the school here at Vincennes? It's not that. As long as you're here, you should enjoy it. As someone who had spent a year living in the darkness, I genuinely meant it. That's right. Why don't you join the White Lily Society with me? They say you can't join officially, but they're recruiting at affiliates. I was reminded that Rise-san had meant to recruit Chiho, though I still didn't know exactly why. Me? She'd accept a final course tourist? Don't you start talking like that. I know I shouldn't, but it might change how people look at you. Look, it's fine. I'm an affiliate already. We can work on it together. Okay. Ha! Yeah, that's a smile. Okay. Then let's shake to the mending of our friendship. Shake? Maybe it was a little overwrought, but still. In that moment, Chio had been so angry she had cried. For feelings as raw as hers, maybe the ceremonial gesture was necessary. Messiah? Sure. I took Chio's hand firmly. My old friend's hand was smaller and softer than I expected. Ah, That's right. It's just like before. Messiah? What's wrong? You're staring. Oh, nothing. It's nothing. Huh? Chio tilted her head at my strange reaction. What an idiot I was. I was finally making up with my childhood friend, and here I was thinking about another girl. Chio shook my hand in response. Then her face lit up brighter than I would have thought, and she spoke. Okay, we've officially made up. Yeah. I must have looked happy too. Welcome home. Thanks. Thanks. As for how it went, I believe I can surmise. I shall inquire uh, as to the details tomorrow. Now, come this way. Ruiko-san led us around to the back of the dorm. There was a veranda th- there, and we were able to get in that way. The front doors were locked after curfew, after all. Certain rooms are designated for those who wish to enter and leave the dormitory after curfew. I am told that this is a Vincennes a tradition from long before we were born. Wow. Everything with a new building, the tradition continues. It's really terrible and terribly entertaining. But the teachers really do know. What do you mean? After all, many of them are former alumni. Yeah. Ah, but as they themselves were once in the same position, their uh, tacit sect se- acceptance is also a tradition. Man, it's hard to say all those freaking big words in like one sentence.
Yeah.
I see. The teachers have their own stories too. When I first heard of Sister Mishima's exploits, I could barely control my excitement. It seemed the ever-smiling Sister Mishima had more of a past than I expected. I guess Vincennes is less uptight than I thought. That is true. It would be difficult to live here for so many years if it were not so. I see what you mean. Ah, what's the matter? Messiah-san, please hide your eyes. What? Why? It is still a girl's room. You would not wish to give offense. Oh, right. Th- that's true. They might have left their underwear out or something. Even if it was there, I wouldn't look at it. No, no, I can't trust you. All boys are perverts. She spoke the
Fuck
words.
you.
She spoke the words with utmost certainty. I knew there was no arguing with her. I hide my eyes with the preferred handkerchief, ah, handkerchief, and let the girls guide me inside.
I'm sorry. That was just too funny.
Then I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Sure.
Where's that freaking 18 van? I can't find it.
Remember, you have to listen for the music and the vibration, and make sure you pay attention to the vibration of your controller.
Oh my fucking goodness. I am so dumb. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't say it like that.
Weetod. The following Sunday, we all gathered together in the rec room. Speaking of which, we haven't had a formal introduction yet, Chio-san. It's nice to meet you. Well, not really meet. I'm, uh, Ro- Rosanen Rise. I look forward to working with you. I'm Sagisawa Chiho. So do I. To tell you the truth, I've had my eye on you. What? But why? Not in an unpleasant way, of course. You're aware that I'm trying to reform the academy, aren't you? Yeah. Even
Oh
before
my
the White
god!
Lily members abandoned me, I was hoping that you might help us out because you're a final course tourist. Please don't misunderstand. It's just that it's just that perception that I want to change. That's why I wanted to seek out your assistance. You're a symbol of reform just as much as Messiah-san is. I get it. So that's why you wanted Chiho in. Precisely. And this isn't all about what I think. This isn't all about what I want. I think it would benefit you as well, Chiho-san. What do you mean? In all honesty, Chiho-san, are you comfortable at Vincennes? Ah. Chiho looked down at the floor, her expression clearly unhappy. When there is a mold into which you must fit, there are two ways to go about it. The first is to change yourself to fit the mold. This is, in some respects, simple, but there are reasons why one might hesitate to do it. And the second is to change the mold, right? We. That was the same thing I told Chio the night before. That is the goal we are aiming for. And so, how do you feel, Chio-san? Will you join us? It's just, to be honest, I have little interest in the mold that is in Vincennes itself.
Oh.
I freaking know for a fact that my freaking camera is freaking cutting off her head right there. Like, what the freak? I know it is. I'm sorry. No, you have nothing to apologize for. You've been here for such a short time, after all. It's only natural. Then, you will not become our affiliate? But Rise and Ruruko-san, I am grateful to you both. Huh? Well, you made it possible for me to be friends with Messiah again. Chio turned toward me, expressed in softening. Ah, but that was entirely Ruruko-san's doing. Messiah-san disapproved at first. Disapproved? I thought it would be dangerous if it was just me with you. What are you talking about? Oh my. Tammy-san. You took out uh, a heat-packing hoodlum in a single blow. You've got nothing to worry about. No, that was, I mean, it did turn out that way, but Tammy-san and dissembling ignored my dissembling and headed out newspapers to each of us. Sundays usually a print holiday, so of course I had to print an extra. This is about last night? Yep. You were with them, Tammy-san? Of course I was. The Sombre scanners stock and trade. What the? Okay. Did I read that wrong? Hold on. That's sound scanners stock and trade. Okay. Ah, so that woman at the bus stop was you, Tammy-san? You know it. I totally caught word that you two were going on a date before the fact. It wasn't a date. She's right. Huh? Hmm? Uh-oh. They exchanged a confused glance. Uh-oh. Rivalry has already started, my friend. You there, Marine?
Meow!
Hey, you there?
Meow! My Discord's being an ass!
Meow. Anyways, you wanna
I
try
think I
the
found the fucking thing.
screen thing again?
It's not even working, dude.
Do I literally have to close it and then restart it?
Fine.
Wait, what's going on? Okay then. Well, anyway, look at this. Look at this great picture. It's super pro. By that, she seemed to mean it was better than professional. It really is. She was always impressive, but the timing on this picture was superlative. My. Ruruko-san's eyes were shining. How very gallant. Gallant, you say? It looked more like I was scrambling on all fours to me. The article is very well written, too. Let me see. Oh, it really is. Of course, it's not just a, a puff piece. What the fuck is that? Okay. It's a reflection of how truly moved I was by the whole display. What happened exactly? As long as you're here, it seems that we should hear it from you. Right. You really are impressive. It's just like when you defended me. Ah. Ah? Huh? But it's not the same, is it? Huh? Hmm? Rise-san and I turned to her simultaneously. Well, it was dark and he had a gun, and Messiah even knew that. It didn't have that feeling of danger with you, did it, Rise-san? Is that who is that?
Meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh,
Meow.
I was I was like wondering where you went.
Yeah, it's still not working, and plus my Discord's being even more of an ass.
Okay,
It's not even letting me do anything, but just talk to you. So yeah, that's freaking great.
that's fine.
I
I
think. Oh no, that's not it.
You want me to restart the share screen then?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Do you understand what's going on at least, though?
Yes.
Okay. I
Where
understand.
is that fucking van?
I understood what. You just have to keep walking. You can't be in the vehicle.
I'm not in a vehicle. I'm on foot.
Yeah, just keep walking. He'll come after you. I understood what she was saying, but I wasn't sure why she was arguing that point. This seemed to make Rise-san upset for some reason. Upset for reasons I couldn't identify. Okay. But there were 4 or 5 of them with me, and they were trained martial artists, not simply gangster hoodlums. How would you know they were trained martial artists? Oh, I know. You're talking about the school guardian, aren't you? But Messiah-san didn't know that. Hey, what's with you two? What are you even arguing about? Oh no! Which one was worse? What? I asked you which situation was worse. I was completely at a loss. I didn't understand what they were after, and the situations were incomparable in my mind. I'm interested in your answer as well. Very interested. Huh? Um, but what matters is that what Messiah-san did was very kind. It seems irrelevant which was the greater act. That's right, yeah. Ruko-san's dignified words sent the two lapsing into awkward silence. Well, that is true. Yeah. Geez, why were they worried about something like that? It was true that Chiyo hated to lose, and Rise-san seemed rather prideful. Maybe their personalities were just naturally competitive? Oh, that's right. As for what I was trying to say before, to be honest, I don't know much about reforming a school, but I am grateful for all of your kindness. So if you'll have me, then I would be happy to work with you to return the favor. Thank you. The two of them shook hands. With that, we had another affiliate besides Ruko-san. And then they throw down like WWE. Just kidding. Even so, Messiah-san, you were truly dashing. With the newspaper in her hands, Ruko-san sighed, a bit of color entering her cheeks. You are everything that I wanted my first to be. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh, oh, what? You're first? Huh? What's all this now? Huh? Ruruko-san looked up in mild surprise. Naturally, I had no idea what she was talking about. Oh, have you forgotten already? Uh, uh.
Dude, I swear. If I dive in this, I'm leaving.
It sounded like a freaking fart. What the fuck was that? That did. Hey, Messiah, what's this all about? Huh? Uh, uh. I tried to answer, but the tight pressure on my throat made it impossible to speak. The, that's right. You must explain yourself. Ah, Rise-san added to the pressure, making it impossible for me to breathe. Off to the side, I saw Tammy-san, uh, proffering her microphone. Oh no! Get away, Tammy! Is this true? It's a little hard for me to believe, honestly. Yeah. Shut up! Ruka, you're making everything worse! You freaking airhead. Yes. Wow, so how did it feel? I can turn off the recorder if you want. This is just personal curiosity. What the fuck is... I see, well... It... No! Oh my god! I see. Well, it was very hot and very rough. Whoa! I don't even know what's reacting.
What are you doing?
I'm acting like them. That's what you'll see it when you see the freaking video. I was quite surprised to find out that a man's hand felt that. Oh my god! I was quite surprised to find out that a man's hand felt that way. His hand? Well, I sort of know what you mean, but isn't there a more relevant place? More relevant? But how else would one shake hands than by taking his hand? Shake hands? Huh? Huh? It was the first time I had ever felt a man's skin. It was a very memorable experience for me. Oh my fucking god. You caused all this
Why?
freaking ruckus, and now you say that and resolve everything with one sentence. You are an airhead. You are an airhead. But I love you. You're awesome.
No. No.
Ah, Messiah-san's foaming at the mouth. No shit! Both you and Chiho freaking choked him! Wow!
What the fuck?
Goodness, you choked him too hard, Chiho-san. No, you did. I think maybe you both did. Ow, my ears. But you're the one who reached out first, Chiho-san. It doesn't matter who did it first. What I but besides what I did it so you decided to do it too. You're just a copycat, right? What? Well, anyway, I'm quite certain that you choked him harder than I did. How do you know that?
What she
It's
said.
very obvious. That look at your shoulders are trembling.
Damn it.
Your hand's gone stark white too. That means you were too rough. Ah, my hands are naturally this fair. Is that supposed to be bragging? Oh ho, I beg your pardon if it seems that way. Hmm. Well, I happen to know that a certain someone has expressed preference for darker skins. Ah, really? My. They're getting along so quickly. No, they are not. Tammy says, I
Get
wonder.
myself.
Tammy says, I wonder about that.
Hey, Mitch.
What's up?
I shit myself.
Congratulations, you got the achievement called self shitter.
Self shitter. What the fuck? What is that? Are you kidding me? Well, like you're a self shitter.
Sorry, I don't shit myself.
Yeah, okay.
Meow.
Bark.
第4話、さつき祭。
Move. Meow.
Ah! It's so bright. Okay. Oh shit! I know this part. This one I really remembered. This is where he literally catches a softball going freaking over 80 miles per hour barehanded. I remember this.
Ow. Oh fuck.
He hits the call. I didn't really want to come to a girls' school either. I was doing bar work alone in a corner of the athletic field when the sentiment came to me, as if I'd just realized it. In the center of the field, they were having a softball match. It was gym class. Unlike our regular classes, I had a separate regimen for gym. That meant that whenever gym rolled around, I became more acutely aware of the fact that I was the lone boy among a class of girls. Naturally, I was aware of it in every aspect of my everyday life, for instance, the bathroom. Unsurprisingly, there was also no boys' toilet, and there was apparently a lot of debate, largely before I came here, about where I would do my business. One suggestion was that I go back to my dorm for it. Another was to have a simple bathroom installed. But the former was rejected as discrimination. The latter as creating an eyesore. As such, I was allocated a specific stall in the staff bathroom. I also used that stall for a separate purpose, changing. It made sense when I thought about it. A girls' school wouldn't have separate changing rooms, so I would have to change in the bathroom. I'm like one of those guys who eats lunch in the bathroom. I had actually done that at my old school, so it didn't bother me much as compared to that. In addition, my room in the dorm had a bath and a toilet installed. It also had air conditioning and other functions. Despite the occasional inconveniences, I was glad that I came to Vincennes. Besides, I have made friends. I wished I had some guy friends, of course, but I wasn't about to be picky. I heard footsteps approaching and turned around. Why are you staring into space like that? It's nothing. You aren't feeling unwell, are you? What? I feel fine. Really? Risa-san put her hand to my forehead. The softness of her hand caused my heart to skip a beat. Ah, but it might not. But it might not be your temperature. What? Well, you know. Risa-san stepped back and turned her eyes away, frowning. I mean, after yesterday. Ah, you mean the foaming at the mouth? Ah? It really seems like nothing phases you, though I suppose I have no reason to complain. Well, it really was rough on me. but it was nothing compared to this one time. One time? I used to work part-time for a pickaxe company. Pickaxe? That's the tool you use in engineering? Yeah, that. Basically manual labor. One time I was working outside in midsummer and I collapsed from the heat. I needed I needed the money, but it was hard balancing school and work. Um, and at the end of the year, my boss went bankrupt and the company dissolved. You truly are more impressive than you seem. I wonder about that. Let me see your hand. Huh? I did as she asked. She began looking over my palm like a palm reader. It's true. It does feel rough. Maybe it was from all those days wielding a pickaxe. Well, it would go back to normal eventually. Ruruko San is a bit strange, but can see why it surprised her. Compared to Rise San's white hand, it was clear how different they were. Ah, ah. By the way, is it okay? I think we're being watched. Huh? And is it alright for you to leave your class? I'll be fine. Our team is batting now, and I just struck out. Even so, when I looked back at the game, everyone was participating in cheering, or at least they were staying by the field. As a result, there were quite a few eyes turned our way. However, despite turning red at holding my hand, she didn't seem to mind their attention. I guess that's a part of being Soleil d'Ecole. So, then, you're feeling well? Yeah, I'm fine. I see. I'm glad. She placed a hand on her chest and let out a sigh of obvious relief. That was the first time I've ever acted violently. Well, I suppose it's not. I did slap that gangster person. In any event, it is rare for me. I even surprised myself. Well, I can't blame you. If something that untoward had happened at Vincennes, it would create a massive scandal. Ah, well, a scandal, I suppose. Huh? Her face was bright red. I was just wondering about it when a sudden scream of "Watch out!" disrupted my thoughts. Ah! The white ball approached me at blinding speed. I just barely managed to catch it. Ow! A minute later, a blinding pain shot from my hand to my brain. Are you all right? She took my hand once again. I watched as retinas slowly started spreading around my palm. Uh, oh no. No, it's fine. I have pretty thick palms. But our classmates were gathering around, forming a ring around us. Are you alright, Rise-san? Rise-san, were you hurt? Oh, I hope nothing happened to damage Soleil d'Ecole's face. I'm fine. Are you people blind? I'm not the one who's in pain here. Messiah-san is. The others stood silent in the face of Rise-san's anger. Anyway, we're going to the nurse's office. We need to put some ice on this. Ah, right. Rise-san led me by the hand as we ran towards the school building. I wonder what
Yeah,
Rise-san was so upset about. Oh, is that you, Lord?
yeah, I'm here.
You want to read with me?
I I just like hearing you read. That's fine.
Okay. I'm glad you're here, though.
Yeah, I just thought you knew someone would. I mean, had joined. That's all.
Hello, Moraine. Welcome back. So are you
I
watching
can't
it?
talk me out.
So
What are you talking
are you watching it while I'm reading?
about?
Lord, are you watching it while I'm reading?
Oh yeah, yeah. I can watch it right now.
Okay.
Hey, Lord, Lord,
Hey,
hey, Lord,
hello,
Lord, Lord.
hello,
Mar-
hello.
Moraine's being loud and Lord is using a silent voice. Hello, Lord.
Remember,
Hello,
I used to be so quiet when I was with you.
dude. Yeah, dude. A long time ago, you were practically a whisperer in class.
Yeah,
Anyways, I wonder what
yeah. Go to.
Rishi-san was so upset about. I don't know. But Messiah-san is impressive in some ways. I was shocked by the article in yesterday's newspaper. Yes, I agree. At a time like that, it really made me think. White Lily Society. After class, we gathered in our room in the Maria Hall. Well, I am sorry about yesterday. I may have overstepped my boundaries. No, it was my fault. I just lost my head. Huh? What happened yesterday? N- no, it's nothing. Nothing to worry about, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Huh? Okay. Just saying, this white-haired over here, Ruiko, I love her. I just love her. She's awesome. Ruruko-san smiled cheerfully at the two girls, who were both curiously red in the face. I had no idea what was going on. Ahem. Anyway, well, starting today, we should meet here in Maria Hall every day after class. Of course. Got it. But as we have club activities, it would be best to choose a cutoff point. I believe 30 minutes would be best before we disperse. I agree. Yeah, I see. Though I'm not enrolled in any club activities personally. Is there a club that you would like to join? Not especially. They aren't mandatory events in S. If you see one that you like, you may join it. I nodded. Are you all in clubs? I know that Ruko is in the bread baking club. Yes, we have a large oven, and it's all taken very professionally. Oh, that's right. She smiled brightly, bringing her palms together. I baked some bread in honor of our coming together like this. I thought that we could have it with the tea. That sounds nice. Cool. That was Panther Bell, by the way, guys. That uh, noise I made. But I don't know. When did you bake it? Last night? This morning, of course. It went due to leave it overnight. Is that okay for you? It seems like baking bread would take a while. The initial formation takes place in the refrigerator the day before. Of course, I do have to get up rather early. But that doesn't bother me terribly much. And after all, I do love making French bread. I see. Chiho, you're in track? She had run track all 3 years at our old school. Yeah. And you, Rise-san? I'm in the choir. It's quite a popular activity in Vince Nest, perhaps due to the I don't even know how to say that. Uh, I'm guessing the P is silent, so Psalms.
Yes, Psalms.
It was only the P, so I was like, it doesn't sound right in my head to add the P in there, so I just said Psalms.
Yes.
As with the baking club, it seemed like the school's origin as a mission was a big influence on club life. That's right. Now that you are our affiliates, there was something that I wanted to give you, but Rise-san touched the ribbon that was tied around her upper arm. It turns out that only official members are allowed to wear them. The rules were quite strict that only those who were elected could become association representatives. It's just that I see so few white lily ribbons now. It's very frustrating. In the end, they all abandoned you? Rise-san nodded. There is nothing in the rules about resigning, but they still do not wish to participate. Rules cannot bind a person's feelings, after all. That is true. And you still see a lot of red rose ribbons around, huh? Yes. The room in Maria Hall was quite large, but it was easy to imagine it full of people and lively chatter. Now the size just emphasizes how empty it was. Messiah-san, are you continuing to socialize with others? Oh, well, for now, you don't look happy. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I've never been much of a pickup artist. A pickup artist?
Well,
Like pickup sticks? No, a pickup artist is. Chio spoke up as if to cover for me. Speaking of which, did you have a girlfriend? What? You mean
you
after I
fucking
skipped town?
ass.
Yeah. No, I really couldn't have one. Like I said on the bus, I didn't really make any friends there. That's right. Plus, there was no girl was really into. I had my job, but that was mostly just rough old men. Ah, that's true. Do you have one now? A girl that you like? Oh, I stared hard at Ruko-san's face as she pressed me to answer. She met my eyes with her usual bright smile. Feeling Rise-san and Chio's eyes on me, I cleared my throat lightly. Well, Vincennes is a school of beauties after all, you know. What's that supposed to mean? No, I mean it's true. It's just, well, I spoke seriously. I've only just gotten here, and we have the premier judgment ahead of us. I haven't really thought about it yet. I see. Everything suddenly went quiet. Rise-san spoke up to fill the silence. Well, anyway, what were we talking about again? That's right, we were talking about Messiah-san's social circle. It occurred to me that it might be rather difficult for you to make friends normally. That's true. I mean, Vincennes is a girls' boarding school, after all. Even if you tried to talk to them, they probably wouldn't have anything to do with you, right? Yeah, that's true. Then, and unorthodox method to bring them to you as one picks flowers. No, that's not what I meant, of course. The more beautiful the flower, the more you wish to pluck it, to defile it. That is what they say, after all. Oh my gosh. Ruruko-san was in her own little world as always. It is more about opinion. Opinion? As you know, I have a very high opinion of you. Right, thanks. But it goes without saying that the other girls here do not share that opinion. That's the key. As government economics has its rising tide, strategy, we must make Messiah-san rise in the same way. How? Hmm. Well, that is a matter up for discussion. But if more things happen like what happened today, we should make sure it shows up in the newspaper. What happened today? Well, it was during gym class. Rise-san explained. Chio spoke up, clearly impressed. Wow, that's right. In our first year, you were scouted by some people from the sports clubs. You should have joined one of them. Yeah, I wanted to join them, but I started working part-time jobs by then, hiding them from the school, of course. Has your hand recovered? I put some ice on it. It's still a little red though. Allow me to see. I held out my hand towards her. My, it's so rough and hot and swollen with redness. I know that's not what she's talking about, but it wasn't all that swollen anyway. Who could it be? Come in. Salutate. Oh my. Salutations. Can we help you? Oh, I expected to find you alone here with Messiah-san. She was clearly surprised to find 4 people there. Can it can it be that you've joined the White Lily Society, Bicho Blue? Yes, but only those that are elected can serve as representatives. We're aware of that, but as you can see, they aren't wearing ribbons. They are, like Messiah-san, affiliates. They have chosen of their own volition to help us. Affiliates? I've never heard of such a thing. You certainly haven't, after all. I thought of the title myself. Rise-san spoke with nothing less than total grace. That's just like you. Always so self-serving. You have no reason to be angry. Please, have a seat. Calm down and talk with us. Clearly infuriated, Mitsuki-san took a seat. Then she looked again at Chiho. I am Mikata Mitsuki. I suppose we'll be seeing a lot of each other from now on. A pleasure. I'm Sugisaki Chiho. A pleasure. But I am surprised that you, of all people, would be helping them. Yeah, I guess I don't seem the type. It's only been a year since I started coming here, after all. Ah, no, that isn't what I meant. Chio wasn't sarcastic in her response. Mitsuki-san's interest seemed genuine. But, after all, she glanced at me. You did slap him. Ah. When I heard about that, I thought for sure that Messiah-san was Tentachura Serpent, someone that we had to be rid of at any cost. Well, that was just a little bit of a misunderstanding. It's nothing like what people were spreading rumors about. Really? Before she could answer, Mitsuki-san continued in a whisper. Yes, I suppose that's true. If it weren't, you wouldn't be sitting with him here. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Thanks to the newspaper article, everyone knows what Messiah-san did. But they don't know yet that they've cleared up the misunderstanding. Ah, perhaps we should get that into the newspaper. I have no objection myself, but I looked over at Chiho. I'd feel a little embarrassed, but I guess we have to do it. After all, I don't want Messiah to be labeled as Tentature Serpent forever either. Thanks. Hearing her say that made me feel truly happy. Ah, it's just the right thing to do. You don't have to thank me for it. Then I will speak to Tammy-san about the matter myself. Please do. Ruiko-san. Yes? I'm surprised to see you here. Chio-san is his childhood friend, so it is natural that she should be here now that they have reconciled. But you, well, why are you here? Tell me, Bijo Blue, what are you doing in the White Lotus Society? Naturally, it is because I agree with Rise-san's goals. I really am shocked. I didn't know that you were such a progressive person, Ruiko. I simply never considered the matter before. What? But now that I have made a close friend, as she spoke, she smiled at Chiho. I see. I expected to come here to see you despondent. I was surprised when I overheard you talking. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I've gained more allies, and our prospects have never looked brighter. Well, I won't stop you from dreaming. So you are against school reform after all, Mitsuki-san. After all? It's obvious that I am. It's just that you've never spoken to us about it. The subject has simply never come up. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. So make sure you guys put a like, subscribe, jingle the bell notification icon, and I'll see all of you guys on the next one.
セーブするの？セーブ。ごきげんよう。